happening now on Hawaii Island, the final day of the biggest Hawaiian cultural celebration of the year. And joining us now live from the center of it all in Hilo, our Island Life Live, Ohana, Davey D and Lina Girl. Who is your special guest this morning?
Yes, we have this handsome bugger over here. We call him Tutu Man, Dr. Kumu. He is all those titles and more. We have again joining us Kawaikapu Hewett Hewett here in Hilo, and he is the mo'i here at the Hilo Hawaiian. And that's what we like to hang out with you anyway because we're off on the windward side. But man, the things that they bring out when Kumu Kawaikapu is on the scene.
Thank you.
It's good to be connected to the chef, right? But Kumu, last night was Kahiko.
Yeah.
We have Awana coming up. And we kind of wanted to, and you know, you've given us insight as a former judge of this event, as a former performer of this event. But can we talk, about costuming?
Yes, sure.
Because I saw some incredible costumes out there tonight, and I wanted to talk specifically about the skirt.
Yes.
There were a number of skirt styles that came out, and there was a layering to that. Is there any significance to that, or is that just, for flavor?
So in the hula tradition, especially in the hula kahiko style of dance, there are different kinds or different styles, different traditions that come with the wearing of the pa'u. Now the pa'u is a skirt. So the tea leaf skirt we call the pa'u la'i. Then the flaunt that the men wear around the malo, that is the pa'u hoaka.
When you say flaunt, it's that
how
that
they
poof,
drape the kapa fabric around the malo. The poof, right?
The poof.
Okay, so that is the pa'u hoaka. Then we have the layering of skirts. Like some people had 3 layers of skirt.
Right.
We call that the pa'u hoaka, the pa'u lu'ukia. Now, the pa'u lu'ukia is a tradition that is very, very old. It is associated with a high chiefess, and her name was Lu'ukia. And the wearing of layers of skirts comes from her tradition. Now, she is a high chiefess, but she is also deemed one of the goddesses of the hula.
Aye.
Now, if you're going to wear 2 or 3 layers of skirts, whether it is with hau or la'i or with fabric kapa, those layerings are called the pa'u lo'okia. Now, listen, when you're a canoe paddler, and all of these traditions are connected, when you lash the iako to the canoe, that lashing is also called the pa'u o lu'ukia.
Oh,
Now,
interesting.
here is a story. Long ago, this ancient chiefess was married to a high chief. I think the name was Kamawoha. And what happened was, before he would leave, he would bind her hips together. And
to keep her faithful?
Yes. And then,
This guy.
to cover that binding, the chiefess Lu'ukia would wear several layers of skirt. She did not want people to know. Now, it was the high chief Mo'ikeha who became her second husband. That was the one that took off that lashing.
Oh, he figured out how to cut the cord.
There we go.
Aye.
And so it's a very old tradition, but it comes from hula. So how did I learn the story? So my Kumu Hula was, of course, Auntie Emma DeFries. Auntie Emma DeFries learned from Keaka Kanahele, and Keaka Kanahele learned from my great-great-granduncle, and that was Kanuku Kapamanu, and these are the Kumu Hula that came from He'eia on Oahu, that's tied into the Kumu Hula of Laie and everywhere else, including Auntie Luika Ka'io, who was from Laie, and of course Uncle Cy Bridges' family. So another big aspect of hula is going to be the mo'okuauhau of hula, your lineage, your genealogy. And this is very, very important because as we perpetuate hula and the hula traditions here at the Merrie Monarch, we as judges, former judges, we as Kumu Hula, and it is also good for Haumana to learn what these genealogies are.
Wow, we learned so much in this last 2 minutes. Thank you for sharing your ike, your knowledge with us, Kumu. I have another question pertaining to the la'i and the skirts. Are they heavy?
Okay, so the tea leaf skirt, you have to practice with it before you come to the competition, because don't come to the competition and put on a pa'ula'i.
For the first time.
It is so heavy, and that thing can control your hula.
The spin.
You have to control the skirt. You have to know how to make it move. And so as I watched it last night, everybody seemed very, very practiced in using that, because when they ha'aleva or sway the hip, everybody was moving in unison. And when you ku vili vili, when you do that spin and that skirt flies up and then it settles down, it's amazing to watch. And perhaps for people who are not accustomed to watching hula all the time, for the seasoned people, that is just amazing to watch. And then if you're sitting there as a judge, and when they walk on stage with all that pa'ula'i, and that aroma of that tea leaf skirt is so beautiful. But trust me, I used to wear 3 green tea leaf skirts to perform. So you're wearing about 75 pounds or more. And when you spin and you have no control, you're not going to stop the kuvi.
Until it's ready to stop you. Got it.
See, this is one of the reasons we love to hang out with Kumu Kawaikapu, because we get to learn so much in our time that we spend together, and we're so thankful that you actually are one of the few people here at the Hilo Hawaiian that wake up early, you ho'i kaikakino, you exercise, and then you come down and kuka with us, and we appreciate. Put us on your schedule for next year, okay?
Mahalo nui oi. Thank you, of course.
All right. Mahalo again to Kawaikapu Kalani Hewett, Tutu Man, Dr. Kumu Hula, just an amazing human being. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Good Morning Hawaii, and we'll be right back.